Hello and welcome to my Sodor Fallout, episode 5, Toby and Fireface. One day, the Fat Controller came to Titmus Sheds. I know, I heard you yesterday. You said Toby was missing. Well, we need to find Toby. We need all engines on the lookout for Toby at once. Yes, sir, agreed the engines. And so everyone looked for Toby. They searched high and they searched low. They looked to and fro. They looked in every tunnel and every siding. Even the narrow gauge engines were looking. And the diesel engines as well. But they couldn't see Toby anywhere. Meanwhile, Thomas was looking for Toby on his branch line. But then he noticed where Toby is. He puffed to Arsdale End. And soon Thomas found Toby. Toby was looking sad. "Hello, Toby," said Thomas. "I'm glad we found you. But what's the matter? You look sad." "Oh, Thomas," said Toby. "Before the blast, Henrietta was at Crovan's Gate Works. She was getting her windows fixed and a new coat of paint. When the blast happened, I had no time to couple up the brake coats to James's train. I just went after Henrietta. She thought she might be in danger, so I went after her. And sometime later, I just kept hearing this voice in my head. He's speaking like in a groggy voice.
"It's all your fault, Toby. It's all your fault, Toby."
"No, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault." But then when Thomas went back to look in Toby's cab, he gasped at what he saw. "Bust my buffers!" cried Thomas. "What's that?" Toby's firebox had a mutation of a face that resembles one of the troublesome trucks with burnt markings on the left side of his face. They called it Fireface. Thomas had learned that wood wasn't affected by radiation. But Fireface was speaking in a groggy voice.
"It's all your fault, Toby. It's all your fault."
"Well, we can't leave you here like that." said Thomas. "We must get you to Titmus Sheds right away." At Titmus Sheds, everyone was there to greet Toby. Arthur, Fergus, and Murdoch were also there. They have survived the Sodor Fallout because they were at Ulster Castle, and they have survived there. But then let's get back to Toby. Later on, Toby could hear the voice again, but all the engines were trying to comfort Toby. "Toby, it's great to see you," said Edward, "but you said you had a mutation of your firebox that resembled one of the troublesome trucks. And it's right where your face is." "That's right, Edward," said Toby. "I just thought Henrietta was in danger. Fireface said I failed her, and I failed my friends and the railway as well."
Yes, you're just a pile of wood ready to rot. You must kill yourself.
The engines gasped at what Fireface had said.
How could you say that? Said Arthur.
Yeah, said Edward. That's not very nice, Fireface. Get out of Toby's firebox right now.
He's mine now, and I can say whatever I want.
Well, you're not doing it right, said Fergus. I think we had enough of this, said Murdoch. Don't you, Thomas? I think Murdoch's right, said Thomas. We had enough of you, Fireface. And he sprinkled gold dust he had left on. And he sprinkled gold dust on Toby's firebox.
No!
I'm melting, wailed Fireface. What a world! Who would have thought a little tank engine like you could destroy my beautiful mutation nest? Look out and go! Oh, thank you, Thomas, said Toby. You're welcome, Toby. If you would have committed suicide, I would have taken care of Henrietta, and you would have rammed yourself into a breakdown train arm. Yeah, but at least we got rid of Fireface. But now everything's back to normal. And Edward was right. Everything was back to normal. All the engines went back to their normal jobs. And soon, the island of Sodor was a happy place once again. Even the diesels celebrate their victory. They honk their horns. And all the steam engines were safe, and the steam engines were all snug in their sheds. And even for Toby, well, Toby was happy because he was finally, his firebox was fully cured. And soon he was snug and warm in his cozy shed. And soon, Sodor Fallout is ended. Or is it? Let's see what happens to Jack and the pack in this next episode. We'll find out soon. The end.